Honeycomb. There's one food connected to Jesus that surprises people, not because it's extravagant, but because of when it appears. Honeycomb. It doesn't show up during his preaching. It's not part of his traveling ministry. It never appears at the feeding of the crowds. Honey doesn't mark his ordinary days. It appears only after the resurrection. Luke 24 places us in a tense moment. The disciples are shaken. They think they're seeing a spirit. Jesus stands among them and says, "Why are you troubled, and why do doubts rise in your minds?" Luke 24:38. And then he does something unmistakably physical. He asks them for food. Luke writes, they gave him a piece of broiled fish, and in some manuscript traditions, and some honeycomb. And then the line that matters most. He took it and ate it in their presence. Luke 24:42-43. That detail isn't decorative. Honey wasn't a daily staple in the ancient world. It was rare. It took effort to collect. It was valued because it was concentrated energy, quick strength in a hard life. In Scripture, honey is associated with nourishment and delight, but not excess, something you notice, something you remember. What's striking is that this sweetness doesn't appear during suffering. It appears after death has been defeated. Jesus doesn't rise and immediately teach. He doesn't rise and perform a miracle. He eats, and not just anything. He eats food that requires chewing, digestion, and time. Food that proves continuity between the body that died and the body that now lives. That's the point. Resurrection doesn't mean Jesus becomes less human. It means he is fully human again, alive in a way that cannot be undone. Honey here isn't symbolic sweetness, it's physical confirmation. Spirits don't eat honeycomb. Glorified ideas don't digest food. A living body does. And notice how restrained the moment is. No banquet, no indulgence, just enough to make the truth unavoidable. The risen Jesus eats real food, not to celebrate himself, but to steady his followers. And that quiet detail prepares us for what comes next, because the foods Jesus eats don't just tell us who he is, they tell us how God enters the world, not loudly, not extravagantly, but tangibly and truly alive.